Right now, our image it doesn't look real, right? So we have to make sure everything is gonna look like a real image, like a real painting. So, first of all, we need to make sure the grass, the images of the house, of the boy, of the plane, it goes inside the grass, between the grass, however you want to call it. So let's start off with, let's remove the layers from the sketch. We don't need them anymore. So I'm gonna hold on shift, select these sketches and just drag it to this bin here. And it's gone. Don't need that one. Also, just remove them. Let's also move these to clean this up a bit. Now we have some layers here. So when you work in Photoshop, you obviously want to organize things a bit better, because if you later on want to change stuff, you want to make sure it's organized. So we will do that after this. Let's first make sure everything looks a bit real. So I'm gonna hold down Control or Command to Mac and click the house. So we select this layer, or you can just click on this layer. Click on the mask, not the layer, but the mask. Then go to brushes here, or press B on your keyboard. And let's select this grass again, Dune grass. You can also use a normal grass brush, it doesn't matter. Now let's make this smaller. Let's click the properties here, make sure color dynamics is deselected. And let's take black as the color here. You can also click this and just make it black. Let's make the brush a bit smaller. I'm gonna rotate this again so the grass goes up. And I'm gonna brush these parts. And you can see here, it instantly looks like it's behind this grass, which makes it look obviously realistic. And just do this on the bottom part of your house, so it's behind this grass. And you can see how easy and fast I created this image that's inside this grass. And this looks really like a real image now already, just by doing these little things. You can also play around a bit, make it a bit bigger. Maybe you want some more grass here. Just don't do it too much. Still have to look real. All right, this is done. Maybe a bit more here, like that, so it goes inside this grass. We can also do this. We have to do this for the plane. Let's take the plane. So the plane doesn't have a mask yet. So I need to make a mask by pressing the mask here. Click on the mask here, and let's select the black brush again. The same Doom brush, and let's make this a bit smaller. Press those two buttons next to the letter P on your keyboard to make this bigger and smaller. And let's start with brushing this part inside this grass. Let's see. Let's do a lot of grass here. I don't want to see much of this part. I want to have some grass here, like it's really in between the grass. Maybe you can even go up like this if you want to make it look like really inside this grass somewhere there, like that. All right, let's see the top part here. I think the plane goes a little bit up, so you might want to leave this out or do it. Let's see how the. I think this looks fine. I thought maybe the plane would go a little bit up. So, oh, accidentally removed. So if the plane would go a bit up, you could also leave it. But let's do it. It makes it look more like dense grass here now, like that. Now you can see here I got a bit inside this area, so I'm gonna select the white brush and remove this part like that. And let's take black brush again. Let's do a bit more here. Oh, like that. All right, this is fine now. Now the same goes for the boy. Let's select the boy. Make a mask. And remember, in the beginning, I said you don't have to cut out the bottom part of the boy really precisely. And this is why, because we are removing it now again. So this part you won't even see. I think the grass here will be even more. So I'm going to make the brush bigger because the grass is bigger here. And I'm going to make like that. I think this looks fine. The boy looks a bit big, so I have to press Ctrl T and make him smaller now. So we need to make sure it's like realistic sizes, so it probably is a little bit smaller. Maybe like that. All right, the house can be a bit smaller, so I'm gonna make this a bit smaller because it's in the background somewhere there. And again, I see this white line here from the house layer, so I'm gonna press the mask. This selection again, Make the selection, press D on your keyboard so you have black as a background, press Ctrl backspace. Let's move this up. And now we have our realistic grass between our subjects. So this is the first part.